Friends, welcome back to the another explosive and a brand new live stream. So, guys, Australia just crossed a dangerous line, and everything you are seeing is just connected. So, guys, what actually happened? A 27-year-old man has been accused of posting an online threat to kidnap Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. And in the response, the Prime Minister is asking the country to lower the temperature of political debate. So, guys, here is the problem now. The temperature didn't rise out of nowhere. This movement comes in a shadow of Bondi terror attack, where 15 people were killed during Hanukkah celebrations, including 10-year-old Matilda. That tragedy shocked the entire nation. And instead of unity, it triggered one of the most bitter political confrontations Australia has ever seen in years. Now, the opposition is accusing the government of failure. Parts of the Jewish community feel abandoned, and now the conversation has escalated from policy disagreements to threats against elected leaders. Anthony Albanese said democracy requires a respectful debate, warning that violent rhetoric makes open discussions impossible. And SEO has echoed that concern, pointing to a recent spike in threats against parliamentarians and need for increased security. On the surface, that sounds reasonable. No democracy can function if political disagreement turns into intimidation or violence. But critics say this appeal to calm is coming at the worst possible moment. Because for many Australians, especially those shaken by the Bondi attack, the anger isn't abstract, it's emotional, personal, and unresolved. So, guys, when leaders ask people to lower the temperature and keep calm without addressing why they are angry, it can sound like an attempt to shut the conversation down. That's why Labour's next moves matters so much. The government is fast tracking a national hate crime database and expanding visa cancellation powers for the people accused of inciting hate or division. Now, supporters say this is decisive action that will finally give law enforcement the tool it needs. Critics warn it risks vague definitions, political overreach, and punishing speech instead of preventing the violence. So, guys, the biggest flashpoint too is the refusal to launch a royal commission into the attack. The opposition calls it a decision of the victim's memory, and Albanese argue previous mass casualty attacks didn't receive royal commissions either. But families of past victims and Jewish leaders say this wasn't a single isolated tragedy. They argue it was the result of the years of rising anti Semitism that went unchecked. This is where the politics turns brutal. Now the polls show Albany's approval rating has dropped sharply, but so has the opposition's. Australians aren't choosing the sides. They are losing trust in the everyone and the government. Now pollsters warn voters want the unity, not the partition warfare, and reassurance, not finger pointing. So guys, what happens next? You can expect security around the politicians to tighten even further. Expect the hate speech laws to move faster and face the legal challenges. Expect the Royal Commission debate to keep boiling, especially if the new intelligence failure emerge. And expect this movement to shape the next election because voters now associate leadership not just with the policy but with the public safety and moral clarity. The real danger is this: if the political leaders frame criticism as extremism and critics frame restraint as cowardice, the space for honest debate collapses. And when that happens, trust erodes, anger grows, and threats become more likely, not less. So, guys, here is the question I want to you guys to answer. Is calling to lower the temperature a necessary step to protect the democracy, or is it a way to avoid accountability when the public demands the answer? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this moment will define how Australia argues, governs, and heals from here on out. So, guys, thank you so much for joining in today and being with me till the end. I will see you guys in the next live stream. Till then, share your thoughts in the comments and like this video if you like this breakdown, and subscribe to our channel for such amazing daily headlines. Thank you.